I like grooming little kids a whole lot. You know that if she's 16, I'm about to hit that bro. If the cops come in my house, I'ma vent. I'ma stalk my ex on Twitter. I don't have any regrets.
Everybody who is knowledgeable in this area of the drama community, or is an active follower of my channel, knows who Cosmodore is. Cosmodore is someone who was accused in the past of taking advantage of minors and attempting to meet them in real life. As such, when it came out to me the other day that Cosmodore has once again taken advantage of another minor, I realized I could not let the deplorable behavior that has become synonymous with Cosmodore's name stand any longer. I will not sit here and pretend that Cosmodore is any better than he actually is. Cosmodore is a terrible person whose actions can't even be stated on YouTube without us losing ads. But from emotional abuse of a minor to physical abuse of a minor, not physically but online, Cosmodore is a terrible person who is 21 years old, actively manipulating and sexually abusing minors online. As such, I am not going to give him any justification, any excuses, or anything else that would possibly give him any leeway. Cosmodore has done this twice now. This is his second public victim. Now, I'll explain later why when I read through his thread, I could only believe there is likely more. And how he explains himself, I believe he's intentionally cutting out the context that there are likely more victims of his behaviour. And as such, I'm not going to stay silent anymore. If you want to know more of what Cosmodore did, you can watch this video by Daft Pina, and you can watch this video by Ponder Sprocket. These videos do a very good job of going in depth on everything Cosmodore has done to this point and exposing that behaviour. However, they do not cover the new situation that has come under the horizons in recent days. As such, I'm going to do my best job to go over what was said and go over why once again Cosmodore is throwing himself a pity party and making more excuses even if he doesn't mean to for his behaviour. But before I do, I'm going to keep this intro short, but if you're new to the channel or haven't already for some reason, feel free to go down below, click subscribe, turn on notifications, and consider pressing the join button to support me financially, as these videos take a lot of work and I post every single day. So if you could support this channel, that would mean more than I can explain, and it means that you help me get my 25,000 subscriber goal that I'm trying to reach by the end of the year. I can't believe that we've got this close already, and I can't believe that you guys have supported me as much as you have. It means a lot, and I'd also recommend you check out some of my other social media linked in the description, as YouTube is not doing a very good job at notifying people when I upload. So if you follow me on Twitter, or if you join my Discord server, you'll be pinged whenever I post a video, meaning that in the event that YouTube doesn't notify you, you don't miss the video, as these videos are always a good bit of fun, or informative at least. So, I'm not going to let this weasel go running any longer. I'm going to grab this rat by his tail and lock it up in a cage for eternity, just where Cosmodore should be. In a cage. This whole news situation came to light 19 hours ago as of recording this video, when Cosmodore made a community post stating the following. I am so sorry to reach out to you on this circumstances, but I'm trying to make it a point to be as honest and upfront with you as possible, and I don't want to make myself seem like a better person than I am. I take no pride in what happened last year, and I was genuinely hoping that this would be a wake-up call for me not to do anything reckless like that again. Now, this is a lie. Cosmodore has always made excuses for his behaviour a year ago, and said that what he shared with that minor was just porn and nothing sexual, and that the people in his life have also shared similar relationships, and that they're normal in Germany and there's nothing wrong with them. At no point in any of what he said there did he once state that he takes no pride in it, or that he believes it was bad behaviour. So I think it is a downright lie for him to state in this response that he hoped it would be a wake-up call for him not to do anything reckless again. He's justified his behaviour all this time, so of course he's going to continue it. He continues, for as much as I wanted to make myself believe that I was stable and I had it all figured out, I was really just lying to myself because I prioritised having a platform over everything else, which was obvious to every YouTuber from the start. I knew you wanted your platform, everyone else knew it, you just wanted to make YouTube content despite being a terrible person. And you're not going to be able to. I will not let you return. People like you don't deserve platforms on YouTube, as you have actively used your platform to take advantage of multiple minors now and share sexually explicit messages with them. But I'll get to that in a second. He says not to get into specifics here out of respect for the other person, aka I don't want to admit to everything I did, so I'm gonna leave it generic and vague. Something happened with someone underage recently that very much made me relapse, and is basically a repeat of what happened a few years ago, except that it got explicitly sexual this time. I thought I was smarter than this, I really did, but I clearly need a lot more time to reflect on the power dynamics that are in place between creators and their viewers. No, Cosmodore, that's not what you need to reflect on. You have just admitted to sending explicitly sexual messages and probably images, according to the fact that you don't consider porn to be sexual messages, to a minor, again. And there's also the possibility that you did something physically to this minor. You have once again sexually taken advantage of kids as of your own recollection. The thing you need to reflect on here is not power dynamics. The thing you need to reflect on is the multiple crimes you have committed against several kids. He says that this is a pattern of behaviour that can't just be broken within a matter of months, which makes me incredibly concerned. Why does he state months if the previous situation was several years ago? This makes me feel like there are more victims that we do not know about, and as such, I am very worried. When he states something like a few months of behaviour instead of a few years of behaviour, it makes me worry. It really does. And as such, if you have in any way been taken advantage of by Cosmodore and have the proof to support that, that being proof of his account and proof of the messages with verification that they are from his account, please do come out about it. You need to speak out against Cosmodore. This dude needs to be exposed for everything he did so that he can be held to justice by either other YouTubers or the police. He should not be allowed to return to his YouTube platform under the guise of learning or improving. He states that it is learned behaviour that he's continued to be in denial about in spite of everything that happened. And he says that he knows that if this keeps going on, more people are going to get hurt. Obviously, everyone has said this to you. You say it's learned behaviour, but you have no one else to blame for that. This thread reads like a repeat of what happened several years ago with Cosmodore, and that's what worries me, that once again, we're in a situation where, because Cosmodore was given any freedom to try and learn, he has instead become even worse and taken advantage of more minors, pushing the barrier of how far he can take his conversations and actions with them to the utter extreme. Cosmodore is a predator. He is attracted to and targets children in a sexual way. As such, Cosmodore is a predator, and he probably also classes under the definition of the other P word that I'm not stating for the sake of this video ever making it onto the YouTube recommended. He continues by, instead of apologizing to the victim, instead just saying that he's going to remove his presence from the internet, and that he's going to continue to go to therapy. Yes, Cosmodore, do go to therapy. Do look into and try and figure out why your behaviour was disgusting and find a way for you to not continue this behaviour in the past. But how dare you think that you're just gonna remove your presence for the time being? You should not have a platform. You have taken advantage of multiple minors using your platform as a way to manipulate them. You yourself recognize that when you state the power dynamics between creator and fan. You have used your platform to manipulate minors into sexual messages. That means you should not have that platform. It shouldn't be a case of, oh, well, when you learn, you can come back. No, you don't have another chance. You are done. You don't get another do-over. You haven't even apologized to the minors in this thread. You actually have tried to justify your behavior with them this whole time. Think about the victims, not about rushing to make a community post to excuse yourself and get out of the consequences, as people will criticize you nonetheless for your behavior here. This thread ends with Cosmodore saying that he's sorry to all the viewers, and that he knows he doesn't deserve your trust. He says that he doesn't know if he'll change with time, but either way he's not going to upload anything for the foreseeable future, which should be forever, but he also says not to reach out to him, and that he needs to stop defending his behaviour and giving it excuses, because it will just normalise that behaviour. Yes, that is what it will do. Not just for him, but also for the viewers. Cosmodore should not return. Cosmodore should not get another chance. Cosmodore should not get another do-over. Cosmodore hasn't apologised to the victims. Cosmodore is a manipulator, liar, and a heartless groomer. Though, that much should be obvious by the fact that he changed his Twitter bio before it got deleted or banned to actively grooming one, likely around the time that he actually was. That shows to me that he has no sympathy for what he did in the slightest, and as such, there should not be an ounce of leeway given his way. But there is one more thing I'd like to mention, as I saw it in Daft Penis' tweet, and it really made me think about it. Cosmodore could return under another alias. As such, everyone should be incredibly aware that Cosmodore could possibly be out there attempting to take advantage of other minors, or attempting to weasel his way back into this community in some way. Cosmodore should stay gone. He is sickening. These aren't just mistakes, these are crimes. These aren't just mistakes, this is physical trauma to minors for the rest of their lives. This is manipulation on another level. This whole thread seethes of manipulation. Cosmodore is not someone to be trusted at his word. Nothing he says in this thread means anything, because he doesn't actually care enough to even apologize to the victims. Cosmodore is someone who still only cares about his platform. Cosmodore is someone who still actively takes advantage of minors. Cosmodore is someone who continues to become worse and worse with time. Cosmodore should never return, Cosmodore should never be excused, and Cosmodore should never, ever, ever be labelled someone who has changed at all from his past ways. This dude will never learn. He does not deserve to return. He deserves to be in prison. But that's where I'll leave this video. If you have enjoyed it, or at least found it informative, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and click that notification button down below to help support the channel and keep updated. You can also leave a comment because it boosts this video in the algorithm, and click the join button or check out my Patreon and Ko-fi linked in the description to support me so I can invest more into these videos for the future to improve their quality. With that all out of the way, I post daily, so make sure to stay updated, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Optimus Prime. I grown a minor. I grown a minor. I grown a minor. I grown a minor. If you're alone and you are 16, come in my room. In my country, it's legal. I cannot have a grown woman. I'm grooming kitties tonight. That's what my baby said. Get your goomies that. Big chungus, I don't know. Groom, 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 groom. I want you in my room, but only if you're 16. Can't have you if you're 18. Groom, 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 groom. I want you in my room, but only if you're 16. Can't have you if you're 18.